Please subscribe to the channel, as only 11.6% of you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, thank you, goodbye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Platinum Bricks 95, and it's still Lego Spider-Man September. Firstly, I want to give a big shout out to all of the new subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. It honestly means so much to me. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please consider clicking that button in the bottom right hand corner and subscribing to the channel. But if you don't want to, I totally understand. Secondly, thank you all so much for the support on the last video. I honestly didn't expect it to do that well. So thank you everyone that watched that video, and thank you for all of the support. It means so much. All right then guys, well, we're finally back with another Lego Marvel review actually. Even though it's Spider-Man September, we're still coming with the reviews. We've obviously got to do the reviews. And today we're actually reviewing a really cool set. So from the title and thumbnail, you probably know what the set is. However, for you that don't, this is what it is. It is Lego set number 76005, Spider-Man Daily Bugle Showdown. Now notice the word Daily Bugle, yes. This is the original Daily Bugle, before the one that everyone's got now, the really big one, and it's like the UCS one almost. This was the original Daily Bugle. So the reason that I chose to review this set is because it is the original Daily Bugle, like I just said, and it's going to be cool to look at the old before we look at the new. Yes, a little spoiler for a video coming up on the channel. But today, we are going to be reviewing this Lego set. Anyway guys, I've babbled on for way too long. As per usual, let's get right into reviewing the Lego set. And we're going to start with the minifigures. Let's go! Alright then guys, well here we are taking a look at the minifigures. Now, where to start? Well, I think we're going to start with the namesake, Spider-Man. Now, for you that watched my most recent video before this one, you know that this is the Ultimate Spider-Man. And as you can see there, actually, it says Ultimate Spider-Man, see? However, this is the sort of beginnings of Spider-Man in terms of Lego. Now, obviously, we had the Sam Raimi Spider-Man in 2002, I think. But this is the first Spider-Man in years. I remember it when it first came out. It was what Spider-Man was. If you bought a Spider-Man set, this was the minifigure you're going to get. And for those that have watched the most recent video, you will know that I ranked this as my 10th favourite Lego Spider-Man minifigure ever. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I can't see this ever being shifted off the 10th spot because it's the original. It's the one that started it all, and you have to respect that. Anyway, in terms of details, compared to newer Spider-Man, there is not much. However, I do actually really like this figure. However, I will straight away say it is very blue. There's not enough red for me. But when we take a look at the headpiece, you can see that it's very nicely detailed. And the same with the torso. The torso is also very nicely detailed. And if we take a look at the back, again, the head is nicely detailed and there is back printing. And I've got to be honest, I know that's a very, very old Spider-Man logo, but I do actually really like it because it takes me back to my childhood when I used to watch the Spider-Man cartoon. And he used to have this symbol on his back as well. So yeah, it just takes me back to a simpler time. But on a whole, it's definitely not the best Spider-Man minifigure we've ever seen. Definitely not. However, a very nice minifigure. And again, you will be seeing a lot of him as he's in a lot of Spider-Man sets. So guys, that was Spider-Man. Now I wanted to get that one out of the way quickly because now we are going to get into the four unique minifigures to this Lego set. And I love that about this Lego set. So we're actually going to start with J. Jonah Jameson, the first of 4 unique minifigures. Now we're going to take his camera off because it's very nice and it's a good accessory, but we want to take a look at the minifigure. Now, straight away, you can see in terms of printing and on the back and front, it's nothing too crazy, but you wouldn't expect that from a J. Jonah Jameson minifigure. I've got to say, I absolutely love the colour of the suit and I love the colour of the tie, so I do think the colours are right and they blend very well together. The hairpiece is quite accurate to the cartoon anyway, not any of the movies, but the cartoon. And the reason that I think this minifigure is so good is because when you see his dual moulded head. Now, this is the first face, which is, you know, bog standard old grumpy guy face. However, when you turn it around and you get to his angry face, you've got to be honest. Hang on, there it is. You've got to be honest. That's J. Jonah Jameson. That is J. Jonah Jameson. And I think it's an amazing minifigure. I mean, just take a look at it. It looks exactly like him. So yeah, an amazing minifigure. And my gosh, the fact that we get 4 unique ones is unbelievable. So yeah, J. Jonah Jameson, definitely an amazing minifigure. So guys, the next minifigure that I want to talk about is Nova. Now, I know a lot of MCU fans have been clamoring for this guy to be included in the MCU, and to be honest, I agree. Now, I'll admit, in the show Ultimate Spider-Man, this guy's a bit of a douchebag. That's the only way I can describe him. He's a bit of a douchebag, but he's a good guy, but he's a bit of a douchebag, so I hope he's not like that in the movies. However, let's just take a moment to appreciate how lovely this minifigure is. Okay, it's not the craziest torso, and it's not the craziest back printing either. However, it's accurate to the character, and it is accurate to the show. I've seen the Ultimate Spider-Man. I know this is what he looks like. So they have absolutely nailed the accuracy on this. He looks amazing. However, where he really shines, as most of you can probably tell, is his headpiece. And this is his helmet. And I've got to be honest, it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, I think I've got a spare one of these somewhere, but it's just so good. If you got a load of these, it would be so cool to create an army where you could use this helmet as sort of the helmets for the army, because it really is beautiful. Anyway, we'll pop the helmet off and you can see that he has a masked sort of look on the front. That is so that when you put his helmet on, his eyes appear white. However, if we take a look at his other side, it is exactly the same. I didn't expect that, but it is exactly the same, except he's a bit more angry, or sort of determined, if you like. But I genuinely think I do prefer the sort of sterner, calmer look, really. But yeah, on a whole, amazing. Now, again, so far, we've seen 3 minifigures and not one of them has leg printing. And I've got to be honest, this one's the exact same, as you can see. And it's a bit of a letdown, but, you know, the fact that you get 4 unique minifigures is still blowing my mind right now. And it's just, yeah, it's amazing. So I'm not going to complain about the lack of leg printing on the minifigures themselves. But Nova, in my book, is an amazing minifigure. Like, genuinely, so far, we haven't seen one minifigure that's been disappointing. Yeah, you could say Spider-Man is, but that's just because he's Freakman. It is actually quite a good minifigure. Anyway, Nova, brilliant. Okay then, guys, here we are, taking a look at the first of 2 villains included in this beautiful Lego Spider-Man set. And this is Beetle. I know absolutely nothing about Beetle in terms of the comics, and I barely remember him in the show, if I'm being honest. But it is a very nice minifigure. Now, you would be forgiven, if you just got this minifigure, you would be forgiven for not even thinking it's a Marvel minifigure. It could be like a Martian or a space minifigure, because he doesn't really look like a superhero. He looks more like an alien or a bug, hence the name Beetle. However, when we actually take a look at the detailing on this minifigure, you've got to admit, it really is good. They really have taken their time with this, and it does look amazing. Now, I have just taken his wings off so we can get a better look at him, and I will take his gun off as well. Now, you can see the head printing is absolutely gorgeous. I love the use of lime green. They haven't overdone it. You know I don't like it when they shove things down your throat. And this is amazing. It's subtle and it works very nicely. Again, nice torso printing. I like the use of the silver belt. That's very nice. And the back's nothing too crazy. You can just see that the belt has been continued and there's sort of shoulder epaulets as well. But that is what it is, you know. It is nice, but it's nothing too crazy on the back. And again, we get to the 4th minifigure, the 3rd of 4 unique minifigures, and there's still no leg printing. So yeah, a bit of a letdown in that regard. But again, I'll keep saying it, even though there's no leg printing on the first 4 minifigures we've seen, gotta be honest, the fact that you get 4 unique ones is still blowing my mind. I've said that twice now, and it's because it is. That never happens anymore. So the fact that we've got 4 unique minifigures is amazing. So yeah, really, really happy with that, and really, really happy with the Beetle. So then guys, in my hands right now, if you can see them, I have the final minifigure. You know who it is, and it is definitely the best minifigure in this Lego set. It is Doctor Doom, the only ever version of Doctor Doom Lego have done. And I've got to be honest, it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's way better than the one from that new Fantastic Four movie.
Victor, don't do this!
There is no Victor. There is only Doom.
So yeah, this Doctor Doom is pretty accurate to the show and to the comic, let's be honest. Now, just take a look at this beautiful dark green cloak. Now, I've not seen a dark green cloak since Lord of the Rings, if I'm being honest with you. And I just think it's used so well. And I love the fact that his hood blends so well into the cloak. Now, I will just pop his hood off, which is, again, a very nice colour, just so that we can get an actual look at his headpiece. I mean, take a look at the detail on that. It really does look like Doctor Doom, and it's blended together so nicely, and there's such a lot of detailing. I love this little line up here. I just think it's an amazing headpiece. Now, I am very surprised though, because when we turn him around, we can see for once he hasn't got a dual molded head. How long has it been since we've had a minifigure that hasn't had a dual molded head in Marvel? Wow, that's actually rare. So I'm actually not fussed about that at all. Anyway, on to the torso. Now, I will just flick his cape up. You can see it's an old cape because it's quite rigid. Look, you know I love green. Look at the use of green. Look at it. It's just done so well. And we were talking about seamless. Well, there's seamless straight away. And we got leg printing, finally. After the 4 minifigures we've already seen, we finally got some leg printing on Doctor Doom, who is by far the best minifigure in this Lego set. Anyway, you can see there's subtle uses of gold up there, but again, this minifigure is incredibly accurate to the character in the cartoon as well. He really does look like him. Anyway, turning him around, you can see that he does have minor back printing, nothing too crazy, but just keeping in theme with the minifigure. I know for years, all of us have been hoping for a good Fantastic Four movie and a good sort of Fantastic Four sort of Lego set, and it's just a real shame that this is the only sort of Fantastic Four centric character that we've got. And I've got to be honest, I absolutely love this minifigure because, again, you know I love, my favourite colour is green, and the fact that they've used it so well here and they've used 2 shades of it so well here is amazing to me. So yeah, Doctor Doom is definitely a 10 out of 10 minifigure. Alright then guys, that was a look at the minifigures from this set. Can you count them up? 1, 2, 3, 4 unique minifigures. It's a thing of beauty. It really, really is. Anyway, enough on the minifigures now. We're going to get into looking at the set, and we're going to start with the 2 smaller builds, moving on to the medium build, and finally taking a look at the Daily Bugle. Alright then guys, here you can see 2 of the smaller, well, the 2 smaller builds of this Lego set. You can see we've got a lovely street lamp here, and I'm going to be honest, I absolutely love this piece, this sort of length here. It looks really good, and to be honest, if you were looking for street lights and you didn't mind them being dark and black, that is really about as good as you can get. I actually really like that. Anyway, the other little build I'm assuming is a Lego bin now, or garbage bin anyway. Now again, I haven't played with this set in years. I haven't built it up in years. It's been built up and just sat in my backlog for years, so I can't tell you exactly what the play features are meant to be, except that there's a sort of feature here. I don't entirely know what it's for. I'm assuming you put someone on there and then go like that. but that doesn't do anything. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure on the play features of this build. However, I will just say it's a nice accessory to the building. It does look very good when stood next to the Daily Bugle. So yeah, I'm not going to complain. And again, or maybe it's actually a newspaper thingy. I don't know. It's a garbage bin or it's a newspaper vendor. I don't know. But either way, it's not terrible. A bit tacked on, you could say, but it's not terrible. All right then, guys. Well, this is the second biggest build in the Lego set, and it is, of course, Dr. Doom's plane. Now, I've got Dr. Doom here just to oversee proceedings, really, because, you know, it's Dr. Doom. Anyway, taking a look at this plane, or helicopter almost, it's actually very cool. And do you know what I like about this? Some of you may be a bit too young to remember this, but Lego Space back in the day, yeah, had a very similar sort of jagged, angular look to it. It probably didn't look as detailed as this, but the shapes are sort of the same. So I do actually really like that, and I appreciate it a lot. Now, I will take you in for a bit of a closer look, but I will just say straight away, sticker and sticker. Very cool stickers, but they could have been printed. And yeah, I will, but that is the only stickers on this part of the build. Anyway, as you can see here, this is where Dr. Doom's meant to sit. Now, the problem with putting him in here is his cape gets all crushed. So I will just put him in to show you he can go in there. And you can get a minifigure of, you know, decent size in there. But I'm not going to put Dr. Doom in there as, you know, I don't really want to damage his cape. Anyway, this is sort of the claw, if you like. And basically, it does open up. It's a very, very old build, this. So I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, it doesn't work the best. But what you can do is you can put a stud on here and then close it up. Boom, bang, boom. Like that. And then, literally, you're carrying a person and you've caught someone. So I do actually really like that play feature, and I've got to be honest, I'm spoiling the next part of the review a little bit, but this thing is full of play features, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, the cool thing is it does actually sit up here if you want it sort of out of the way, and I do like that because it's annoying when you can't sort of hide something or you'd have to wrap it round. I just think it looks cool when it's like that, and I do like that. Now, we have flick shooters, not stud shooters, which is a bit of a change, to be honest, and these do actually rotate. Now, the colour scheme is very nice. I do like it, and it does look like Dr. Doom's plane. So yeah, on a whole, I actually really like this little build. And the good thing about this is it doesn't actually feel tacked on. It feels like its own build, and I do like that. I don't like it, like I said, about those smaller pieces like this and this. Whilst I do like them, they are just clearly tacked on to the build. They're unnecessary, but they're cool, but unnecessary. This actually is necessary, and it does work very well. All right then, guys. Well, here we are. Here is the original Daily Bugle build. We've obviously got Dr. Doom to oversee proceedings. And straight away, I'll say, sorry you can't see it all in one shot, but we will go in for a closer look in a minute, I promise you. However, when we actually sort of, I'm just going to see if I can pan you. I can. Look, it goes all the way up there to all the way down there. And I've got to be honest, it's an absolutely beautiful set. But I'll take you in for a closer look. All right then, guys. Well, here is the absolutely unnecessary antenna. But I don't hate it, but it breaks off a lot, I'm going to be honest. Now, we've got sort of from the front, you can see there's sort of a radar dish here. That's not meant to be anything, I don't think. Daily Bugle Corporation. You can see my sticker placing skills about 7 years ago were really, really good. No, they're terrible. I apologise for how bad I put those stickers on. Anyway, it does look cool though, I'm going to be honest. But this is where it really shines. This piece here, and it does actually break off. That's the cool thing. It is just a piece all on its own. And I absolutely love this part of the build. It just does look like a TV on a building. And in America, I know you have them in like New York and stuff. I think we have them in London. I'm not sure though. But yeah, like loads of TVs. And it looks good. And it looks like it belongs there. And I do actually sort of really like it. Now, I'm struggling to put it back on, but I have done it. Yeah, I did just struggle to put that back on, but we got there in the end. Now, coming down, you can see all of these windows. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. It's a bit of a shame. Yes, they're all stickers, as you can tell by my terrible placement on some of them. And again, the DBC there is a sticker. And you can sort of see the doors though. I actually really like the doors. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at each side and the back, and then I'm going to show you the play features. However, from the side, oh, that's a bit, yeah, there we go, that's a bit better. This is what it looks like from the side, and I'm going to be honest, it looks nice. It's nothing special, but it does look really nice. Now from the back, this is where it is. Oh, that's really not on there. There we go. It really is very nice, the back. I absolutely love this. Obviously, this is meant to be an office. And before I go any further, I will just apologise for the dust. This has been built and sat for so long. So, yeah, you know, I can only apologise. But, yeah, this is meant to be sort of an editor's office, I'm assuming, or J. Jonah Jameson's office. Then we go down here and we've got sort of like the case study room, really. And yes, they are stickers. I'm going to straight away say both of those are stickers, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm not going to complain because they look really cool. Now, I don't know why all of the doors are open. I actually want them to be closed, but I love the colour of the doors. But we'll look at the side in a minute. And this is just meant to be sort of another open door. This is meant to be the sort of lobby area, and I'm going to be honest, it's very lackluster, but there is a lot of room to play. Now, just looking at the side, you can sort of see all the doors are there, and it actually makes sense now because there's a landing by each door for you to step out on, and there's this very cool system here with ladders. And the cool thing is you can sort of put the ladders up when Dr. Doom's not in the way, and it looks like you can't access them from the ground, and I think that's very cool as well. All right then, guys, well, that was a bit of a closer look at this Lego set. Now I'm going to show you the play features. Now, some of the keen-eyed amongst you would have seen that I've put Spidey up here. Now, there is a reason for that. You can see here there's a trigger. Now, he's just stood on a sort of tile there, and his cable is attached, and when we press this, he goes flying off. Now, that is a really cool play feature, as it does look like Spider-Man swinging along, you know, around the building, and I think it works really well. So, yeah, that is a very cool play feature. However, this thing does wobble a lot and is not that secure on there, which is a bit of a shame. Now, again, you can sort of see all of the red levers do different things. This red lever pushes off that, like that, see? So it's like the building is falling apart, and I like that. It is like the Daily Bugle is actually under attack. So yeah, that is a very cool feature. Now, you probably saw the other trigger here, and straight away, let's see if I can get it in shot. I can. If I press this trigger, you can probably tell what's going to happen. Nothing. Oh, great. Ready? Here we go, and no. Okay, oh, there we go. We got there in the end, guys. Not the best, I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe I had it in the wrong way around. Let's go. Oh, hang on, my finger was in the way. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. No. Okay, that one's a bit lackluster. I'm sorry, guys, all right? I tried to make it look cool, but it doesn't work. Look, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, that red trigger allows you to push out a window when it wants to. You know, it's not really your choice, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, they are cool play features. So as you just saw, there are 3 different triggers in this, and they do sort of all act as individual play features. Now, I will just say, like, there's so much room for playing here and so much room for different stuff to do. I do think that's meant to be on there, though. But yeah, there's so much to do in this Lego set. And I'll be honest, when it came out, I think it retailed for only like 55 or 60 quid. I can't imagine it was any more than that. And I'll let you know in the outro, but my gosh, what an amazing Lego set, and for so cheap as well. It really is baffling that they got away with this, like not charging as much as they probably should have, because this is an amazing Lego set. So yeah, loads of room for activities and loads of playability. All right then, guys, there you have it. That was a bit of a closer look at the entirety of this Lego set, and I've got to be honest, I don't know why anyone didn't buy this Lego set. It's amazing. Like, but we'll get into that in the outro and the sort of, you know, pros and cons and rating out of 10. However, I will just say, I remember loving this when I got it, and I love it just as much today. I mean, it really is an amazing sort of Lego set, and in general, I can't wait to get the bigger Daily Bugle, because if it improves on this, that's something, because this is an amazing, amazing Lego set. But anyway, enough of that now. We're going to get into my pros and cons and rating out of 10. So, let's go! Alright then guys, there you have it. That was my closer look and review of this Lego set. Now, we're going to get into the pros and cons, and I can't help myself, we're going to start with the pros. So obviously you know what the first pro is going to be. It's the fact that you get 4 unique minifigures. When does that happen these days? Like, someone tell me when this happened. When does it happen? It doesn't happen anymore. That's amazing. I can't believe 4 unique minifigures. And the thing is, they're not out anywhere else anymore. So the only way to get these is to buy them individually, which I imagine will cost a fortune, or buy the Lego set, which I imagine now costs a fortune. So yeah, it's a shame, but I absolutely love the fact that you get 4 unique minifigures. It's amazing. So guys, the second pro is something that might not be a pro for a lot of you out there, but for me it really is. It's how much I've just Googled how much this set cost when it came out. And I looked through my eBay history, because I bought it on eBay, and I paid retail for it. But you might be thinking, oh, so you paid no. This set retailed for £40. 40 Great British pounds. The goat boat is £45. What's going on? Are you like, the goat boat is nothing compared to this, and this was £40. Now I know the climate's changed and economics and stuff that I know nothing about, but so I know prices have gone up. Everyone's prices are going up, but really, this was 40 quid, and you want to charge me 45 for the goat boat? Wow. So yeah, original price is definitely the second pro. So guys, the third and final pro is definitely the amount of playability and sort of room you get with this Lego set. I mean, it's open to endless sort of, you can play with this forever. Like, there's so much to do, there's so many features, and there's so much space to do it in. So yeah, the actual playability and the scale and size of this set is amazing. So guys, that was all of the pros. Time to get on to the cons. Now, this was difficult because I really do like this Lego set. However, I have thought of a few. So the first one is definitely how much this Lego set is going to cost now. I don't know. I haven't Googled it. I haven't eBayed it, and I haven't been on, is it Bricklink? I haven't been on there either. So I don't know how much this will set you back at the moment, but I can't imagine it's cheap. If it's 80 Great British pounds, so if it's $100 in the US, you are paying double what it was worth when it came out. And that's just a real shame, because it denies people the opportunity to own this set, and it really is an amazing Lego set. So the second con, guys, is it's not terrible, but like I said, I'm struggling to think of bad things about this Lego set, but I have thought of a few. This antenna's very flimsy, and yeah, there's bits that fall off, okay? This falls off a lot on its own, this sort of logo bit here. J. Jonah Jameson falls off a lot, these sort of disconnect a bit as well. The window always falls out. However, in the scheme of things, it's not terrible, but it is something to take note of. So yeah, that is definitely the second con. Okay, so the third and final con is nothing too special. I'm really struggling to find bad things about this Lego set. But I think some of you know that I'm just going to say these bits are tacked on, even though they look really cool. They're tacked on. They look nice, but they're unnecessary. Alright then guys, well that was all of my pros and cons. We're going to get into a rating out of 10 now, and it's an easy decision for me. This set is definitely a 9 out of 10. 100% it's a 9 out of 10. Now I would give it a 10 out of 10, and I've been tempted. However, I'm going to reserve that for those super special sets. There's so few of them that, yeah, to get a 10 out of 10 on the channel, you have to be something amazing. Now, this is brilliant, but it's not upper echelon. So, yeah, a 9 out of 10, and a very deserved 9 out of 10. Alright then guys, there you have it. That was my review of this Lego set for Lego Spider-Man September. To all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Get down in the comments and let me know if you own this Lego set. Let me know what you think of it, and if you own the new Daily Bugle as well. And obviously the new Daily Bugle's amazing, but this is really cool. So I'd be interested to see how many of you actually have it. So yeah guys, make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Again, I really do appreciate all of the support you guys have been giving me. I know I keep saying it and banging on about it, but it really does mean a lot, so thank you so much. Also guys, if you could check out my Instagram, it will be linked in the description down below. It's just photos of my Lego Marvel collection and what I'm doing in my day-to-day life. It's not really that exciting, but if you want to check it out and drop it a follow, I really would appreciate it. Alright then guys, there you have it. That is the end of the video. All that's left to say is thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.